Did you just get a sound saying this meeting is being recorded?
That was the first time I've ever heard that.
That was the first time I'd ever heard that too. I was just like, wait, what?
Yeah, bro. I'm breaking in the plexus smoke to zone
Are you gonna tell
smokeability.
are you gonna tell other people they can't smoke inside?
Of course. Oh, well, I mean, well,
They're gonna
yeah, of course.
watch you walking around with blunts at your price. You're
Give a fuck.
like, I pay the mortgage, bro. You can't smoke here.
It's like, well, actually, they'd be paying the mortgage, but that's not what you agreed to. So, yeah, you're gonna have to cut that shit out.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not
deadass.
gonna. I don't smoke a lot, but like, honestly, I was thinking, might as well get a bong.
Really?
Well, I mean, like it's what where you put a bong, like if you can't smoke in your house, where are you gonna have a bong?
Outside?
Dude, it freezes. You gotta make, like, you can't leave it outside. You gotta like go in and out, in and out.
Oh, your garage?
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm talking about like in my apartment where there's no smoking. Okay, so it's like that'd be just tough to have a bong in that situation. Leaving in your car, you're not gonna want to leave a bong in your
No.
car.
Heck no. You get pulled over once, you're screwed. Pretty sure you're not allowed to have paraphernalia. Well,
That's what that's what I'm saying. It's like in no smoking places, it's hard to have a bong. I mean, maybe if you had like a patio or something like that and people didn't care around you.
bro, some of those smoking places too, people be like smoking straight cigs and their walls are just black.
Yeah, that's
That
what.
stuff's
Yeah.
so gross. I was at a High Cedars golf course with some buddies. We were about to do the nine, and there were like probably five or six people, like groups waiting to get on the nine. So it was just a fat line. And this dude, like, and I didn't I didn't even realize. I guess they were like all smoking cigs at the moment. And I'm like, all of a sudden start talking about a story how it's like super gross how people will like smoke cigs inside their house and turn the walls black. And all of a sudden my buddies who I'm with just kind of like laugh, like, kind of awkwardly. And I just turn around and all these guys smoking just straight cigs are all looking at me. I'm like, oh, not you guys though.
I mean, you smelled cigarettes at some point, probably. You thought of that
Well, I don't even honestly know. Well, yeah, I probably saw him smoke the cig, but I can't remember what
or
we were
something.
talking about. It was like summer jobs or some crap like that. But yeah, I was just like, yeah, shit's gross.
Yeah, I mean, then that's like chain smoking shit. But I mean, definitely none of that shit inside. Do it outside, whatever you want. I don't give a fuck.
So
Ain't within
how
the walls.
what are the dimensions of your backyards? Because I saw that video of the other day. I think I showed Scott too, but I was like, dang, that's
Dude,
a pretty decent sized yard.
bro. Yeah, my side is like nice. It's nice. Like it's a great size.
Like
Like,
a
I mean,
three on
obviously I'm
three
not playing
basketball court
fucking
size.
I mean, depends on what kind. I mean, why do you basketball court? Like, no, I'm not gonna put a basketball court back. No. What? I mean, I don't like, I mean, I know, like if it was like a street court, is that your mom?
It's my dad.
Was he telling you good night?
No, he was asking me where the textbook was. He has to read the cases.
Oh, he's got to do more work than you.
Well,
But no, dude, I mean, it's a great size. It's a great size. I don't. So I mean, you asked dimensions first. It's like, yeah, I know the dimensions. It's about. It's going to be about 40, 42 feet by 45, probably.
dang, 1,600 square foot yard. That's pretty clutch.
Yeah, dude, it's a great size, and it's like it's gonna look great with grass if it can stay green.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other side is a bit smaller because it's one of those things like the dividing thing was the gutter. It's like, all right, you either put the fence on one side of the gutter or the other side of the gutter. Whoever's side it's on gets like 2 extra feet of yard. So
Yeah.
he's like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna take that. But the other side has an apple tree, and it's kind of cool. Like it's kind of a cool little tree. So I was almost like, because it gives great shade. Like today, dude, so hot. It was 85 and sunny. Dude, I burned the shit out of my back because I was working outside with no shirt on. And I they always say the early morning sun is the hardest, like the harshest.
Oh.
it just like burns hotter if it's hot like that. Uh, dude, and I only worked this morning, from like 9 to I guess probably about 1. It's not forever. Dude, burned the shit out of my back. So, anyways, yeah, it's a good size.
What are you gonna put back there? You gonna like get the grill, or you gonna put like a patio?
Well, I mean, there's already a patio here,
Oh, okay.
so that there's already it's a nice patio too. I mean, yeah, dude, you got a patio. What is that patio like? 10 feet, and then across the width of a 8 feet, 9 feet probably, and then it's just yard. But I got to put in grass. Like, there's no grass back here yet.
You gonna do sod, or you gonna grow it?
Hydro seed. I'm gonna get hydro seed and do that shit. But it's sod was expensive as a motherfucker. I got a quote for just the materials, just for like enough sod to cover the area. It would have been like $1,100.
Oh my god, one part of the yard?
Both sides.
Is that included the front yard?
I didn't want to do the front yard. For everything I wanted to do.
Okay.
For everything that I'm going to cover in grass, that's how much it costs, basically.
What are you doing with the front yard?
Bro, kill everything, put rocks.
Yeah, why not?
If I put grass, the sun tracks in the front. Because like I was even noticing today, there's like 2 feet of like shade back here all day because the sun tracks over the house. So you get like 2 feet of shade coming off the sun all day. And so yeah, the sun would just murder anything in that front yard. I mean, if I didn't have an automatic sprinkler system up there, which I do not want to put in another one, that takes so much time, and it's pretty cheap, but it takes way too much time. If I'm not going to have one of those, dude, you're losing. You're losing. It's either,
and it's kind of like, I was going to say it's like extra parking, because if you have some like gravel, kind of, it's because obviously you can't drive on grass, but if it's all gravel up there, if you don't fit it the driveway or whatever, have people.
I might have to get nice gravel, so it's not like tacky. Like, I'm not gonna make it look like see, I've like fucking blended in with the concrete. You have a 20-foot wide parking strip.
You just have like 40 cars in there because you're throwing a banger.
I don't know, man. It's hard to, because I've already blown past the amount, my projected high amount I was thinking I would spend on this. I've already blown past this. So it's like, so dude, lumber, I mean, fuck me, dude. I didn't realize how expensive it got, so expensive so fast.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I never really priced out a fence, but I'd never assumed it would have taken this much money, and it wouldn't have in a normal time. But bro, this fence, I'm probably getting up to like 32.50
for the both sides, like the entirety of the thing,
for all the fence, everything, all materials so far for the fence. So
that's so much fucking money.
And that's just for the fence. It's like, well, I guess I could have waited and done that, but I don't know. It's just good to
put in the lease, must build fence.
Dude, that'd be hilarious.
That'd be nobody.
Nobody would do that.
You sign it, but you put it as like the the fine print on the back of the page that they didn't turn over and read.
That'd be funny. Or it's just like, tenant must at least put up one board per fence so they can complete the task, and maybe some of them get inspired and be like, well, I'm gonna see if I can finish this, and then they don't, and then the next person moves in, well, I'm gonna see if I can finish this.
You call it like the Tom Sawyer clause. They're like the must paint fence.
Dude, that'd be no one paints fence anymore, huh? I guess.
Yeah.
What was it? Just painted white? People just paint their shit white?
Yeah, like the white picket fence look.
That's it.
Which honestly, I don't understand why, because white would be like the color that would get, shittiest the fastest. It obviously looks good, probably. I guess it's like white, makes everything pop, but now you got to repaint that every few years, when it rains and all the mud gets skipped up. I don't know.
All the mud from what?
I don't know. I feel like the rain has to have some minerals in it, make that shit all dirty.
Yeah. So it's just it's there though, but
Yeah.
and what I did do too, what made it a lot more expensive, I did a privacy fence in between the units because like there's no way because it's just like this normal, wooden fence with your fence boards and your 4x4s and your 2x4s, just normal looking wooden fence that you see every, when you put them up, you put them right next to each other
Mm-hmm.
and you nail them in so they're all right next to each other, but they dry out and shrink. So then you end up with cracks. So you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like so on the middle fence, I put boards on both sides.
Oh yeah.
So it's you cannot see through that fence.
Yeah. And if you like
Anywhere.
stagger them too.
Well, you don't stagger them because they just shrink.
Oh.
I mean, and then you could stagger them, but I think I'd fuck it up and let them shrink, and then all of a sudden now there's the gaps I was trying to avoid.
There's just like a whole crack down the middle of the board. You're just like,
So I did that, and that made it way more expensive, just because that's more boards.
I ran into some people this weekend that Scott knows that apparently I think one of them said they lived in like the LA area for a few years, probably like 3 or 4, and the other one lived in San Diego for a few years when he was in the Navy. I think he still might be in the Navy, but they were giving me some tips on like places to go.
Dude,
They had
well, I was looking. I mean, we got to decide what day, because if we're only there 5 days.
I mean,
So it's like,
uh,
so you're gonna fly in late on Tuesday. I mean, you're not gonna.
I'll get
We're
there at
not gonna
7. I'll get there like 7:40.
8:12. I thought it was. Was
Oh,
it 7:40?
I'm pretty sure it said 7:40, but I mean, obviously
Might
it's
be
not too far
7:40
off.
when you. Well, no, it still take. I mean, it's late enough to where it's like, we're just gonna grab something to eat.
Yeah, 7:24, but yeah, I mean, yeah.
Because that's when your flight gets in. That's another hour till we get your shit back to the place, and it's gonna be a Tuesday. But I
Eh,
mean, we're not gonna be able to do anything. It'd have to be like going out. So then, if we leave Friday, then that just leaves Wednesday and Thursday to be there, and then we drive up Friday, and then we're in LA for 2 days and a night.
Well, we drive up. If we driving up to LA on Friday, we'll be there Saturday,
Sunday,
Sunday, Monday.
you fly out Monday.
I fly out Tuesday.
Oh, you fly out Tuesday.
Yeah, I fly out Tuesday
Monday's a holiday.
at 1 p.m.
Okay, so we're there for 3 days and 3 nights. Well, 3 days and 4 nights.
Yeah. So we're I guess 5 days. Well, I think we could turn Friday into a day in LA. I don't know. It only takes like what 2-3 hours to get up there.
No. What? We want to, bro. It's like a 4.5 hour drive.
What?
Yeah.
No. Is it that far?
Yeah. We were looking at this last week. Let's see directions. San Diego.
Hour
Bro,
51 minutes.
Oh, what the fuck was I looking at?
I don't know. It says 121 miles, hour and 51 minutes from San Diego to Los Angeles. I was like, there's no way. Bro, 4 miles. That's like
But I'd also be down to I was also thinking just stopping at beaches on the way.
Yeah.
And not driving super fast. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we could check out Oceanside.
To be rushing.
Yeah, we're gonna be in no rush. We'll be so hungover by that point too.
Yeah, but I think it'd be dope to tear up LA. Dude, can you imagine the downtown scene in LA?
They told me specifically not to go downtown. They said downtown's ratchet, that we should go to like Santa Monica or like East Hollywood or
East Hollywood.
They said like the downtown area is not the move. I got their phone number. I was gonna text them about it later.
Yeah, bro. Text them out now.
Well, yeah. Well,
where's the hit spot? I could ask Carly.
They gave me a couple ideas. They were like, what were they called?
Hold up.
Harvard and
Let me close my vinyl slider blinds because I'm an adult.
did you get dank flown? Did you get dank curtains too?
Fuck no, bro. That shit costs so much money. I mean, they look good. Like they definitely look good, but they're definitely low end. Like they're just going to Home Depot. Oh, that wasn't it. Hold
I
on.
was about to say, yeah, you're still so bright. Bro, it's definitely wedding season right now. I'm seeing so many wedding photos up here right now on fucking Instagram and shit. I don't even know if you can hear me, but I was like thinking that when I watched our podcast last week, I was trying to work on cutting out all the silent spots, but
All
at some
right. Figured it out.
nice.
I could hear you the whole time.
Oh, okay. Um, but I was like watching our podcast and I was like, you know what? We don't have like we're not like silent. Obviously we're talking, but I feel like we had like a few lulls that were just a little quiet. I feel like they were also both tired though, and we're both kind of like
Yeah, that could
uh
be.
I also talked to another kid who's an audio engineer. He's the fiance of Lauren's current roommate. And yes, she has a one bedroom, but she's like a girl from church staying with her. And her boyfriend's an audio engineer. And apparently he does the sound corrections for his brother's podcast.
Bro, everybody got a podcast.
And I'm like, bro, does he have some viewers? He's like, yeah, like probably like 100 viewers. I was like, how long they been doing it? He's like, a year and a half. And I'm like, oh my goodness, bro. I think we got to change our name to Controlled Banter with a C.
Bro, I told you that's what a year ago that you just had to do it for a year and then you start the traction starts.
Yeah.
I was saying that like 2 years ago, actually, when you were living over here, like 2 years ago, bro.
I mean,
That
how
was
long we been doing it?
pre-pandemic.
How I
That was
bro,
pre-pandemic,
the
bro. We would
pandemic
have
would have
been
been
in the stride because so many more people would have been staying at home, and we would have had to have it.
yeah.
We would already had a year of experience and practicing.
Yeah.
Bro, remember that in my office?
Yeah, I do remember that. Remember what we tried? I feel like we tried over that little recorder and it just didn't work out. And this is so much better of a way. Just zooming. Like I feel like even if we lived in like let's say you moved to Tacoma or whatever area, I feel like zooming is still the move until we get like a studio set up maybe.
Well, that's why I showed you the old homeboys
That was pretty
Tiny Meat
funny.
Gang
Those guys are
because that's
funny.
what. But that's what they're doing, right? Like they're essentially just zooming with each other. Like I don't know if they're actually using Zoom or not. Like I don't know, but they're basically just doing that video chatting.
The
So
video you sent me, they're sitting like in their chair. They're like in their chairs at their
at their
house or
houses,
their studio.
yeah, with their respective.
They
I
weren't in
just sent you.
separate places.
I just sent you. I sent you a video, or did I send you the link to their page?
You sent me a link to a YouTube video.
Oh, I don't remember.
Yeah.
There was a link to the
Stock
actual
market
video.
bubble searches explode. Oh, wait, that was an ad. Oh, wait, what? This is a stock market one. Does this send me what are your thoughts? Is this what you're talking about? What's your watch? I just looked at this.
I don't know.
Oh, this was an I also listened to. You said you listened to that podcast. Because they were like in a studio on the video you sent me, and it was kind of dope. You know, like the alien stuff. They're like, yeah, people are coming up, and they're both just like. That's what I had the idea of you telling a story, and then I just ask you outrageous questions throughout the story.
Well, just mock my story, basically.
Not mock, just ask outrageous questions. Like you're telling a story, but like I'll ask it just an outrageous question. You just answer it as if like nothing's happened. You're just like,
Well,
it's just normal.
Uh, one fucker, yeah, tiny. go, go look at one of their other videos. Like it must have been like their parent. All the videos I've seen at their podcast is them just basically video chatting, together. They're like in different spots. I mean, maybe that's just what they were doing. They were away from each other. But anyways, I was just saying, like, the way they got their setup, like their shit looks so good. It's like, what do they do? What do they use to get their shit to look good? Like, is it literally just an upgrade of the camera, positioning, light? Bro, light is so key. Light is so key. It's amazing. You
Changes
just
the
turn
whole
on the
look.
light?
I did, yeah.
I didn't even tell nothing.
I forgot
Yeah.
it wasn't on.
Yeah, man.
You like the new
One
graphic tee?
campfire down below the mountains.
Right, it's kind of fresh. I thought it was simple, easy.
Yeah. Very PNW.
Right, exactly. Now if I move anywhere, people know where I'm from. They're like, "Oh, you're by trees? Is that somewhere up north?" I low-key did some shopping this week. I got like 3 button-up I gotta show you this one, bro. This is the perfect. This is gonna be the LA fit.
Is it gonna have the ability for you to button it 1, 2, 3 times? Show a little. It's hard to. Is that just a crew neck t-shirt?
Yeah, it's just a t-shirt.
Palm trees.
Yeah,
Nice. Is that an orange or a pink?
I think it's more pink.
A little bit of pink.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was fresh.
That's rough. I can't. It's hard to see with your background.
Oh.
Your background's so vibrant with colors. Oh, can you guess where this beach is?
San Diego.
No.
LA.
I knew you were gonna guess San Diego.
LA.
No.
Oh, Cabo.
No.
Florida.
No. Think Caribbeans.
Bahamas.
No.
Puerto Rico. I don't think they're in
No.
the Caribbean.
Let me know when you want the final clue.
Haiti.
No.
Dominican Republic.
Nope.
Okay, final clue.
Fastest man in the world.
Oh, Jamaica. Got you. Okay. That's easy, bro.
That's what I guess. That's what Google said. It could be anywhere. How the fuck I know? But I tried for Jamaica. Dude, that's what I was thinking. I was like, oh man, dude, because Jamaica is basically a plane ride from Miami. Could have gone there. That'd be dope to go to the Caribbeans.
Yeah, your sister's still living down there. Fly us on a little dinghy out there. Just drop us off. We parachute down.
Fuck that.
Would you do that? Would you skydive if the person you were flying with, like, all right, I'll come pick you up, but I can't land today, so you're gonna have to skydive down if you want to get there.
You mean I'm in my sandals and flip flops and with my fucking linen t-shirt buttoned down 3 times in my board shorts, and then they come up to me and say that shit?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I'm gonna be going there. Well, and they're are they crashing or something? Or
no, they just can't land that day. They can pick you up. They obviously you don't have to like skydive upward to come get them. You don't gotta like jump and be a superhero, but they just can't land that day.
No, I would keep my ass in the plane and go home.
No. You just fly on the beach, go James Bond on it.
If that was the scenario, yeah, I would be like, nah, bro, take me back. But here, if I had like, because I thought you were saying it like, that was a setup. That was a setup. Like, you're doing this for fun. Like, the plane gets there and it's like, all right, here's the jump spot, jump out. And I thought that's what that's how you get to the island. Like, that was just the thing. I thought that's what you were asking. I was like, fuck, only if I had like training. If I had like training and I was setting up, dude, fuck yeah, I'd do that.
If somebody jumped off with you though, if you didn't like have to do the training, you had like, whatever, I don't know, skydive instructor.
Well, I mean, like, I know what I'm doing. Like I had training for it. Like, it's like me and a homie or something like that, or like just someone else, you know, like that I know that we want to do this.
So you want to skydive though? Are you like down to skydive one of these days?
I don't know. No, not really.
I don't. I've never thought of wanting to do it. I would. Yeah.
Not really. Like just
No.
I just, it's cool to be up there in a plane, but I don't know if it would be just as cool to be falling from that plane. I mean, obviously not that high, but you know what I mean. It's like it's cool to be up there and see shit, but jumping out, it's like eh.
Mm. You have that adrenaline for like 12 minutes while you're just falling. Just.
That's all it. I mean, I guess after a while the adrenaline goes down when you get used to it, but I
Yeah.
mean
Before
something
I
like that,
crash.
like parachuting out of a plane, because they drop you off at lower elevations than skydiving.
Are you talking about like
They're
parachuting down, like to like land?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they probably wouldn't bring you up to 40,000 feet. They'd probably bring you down to like 5,000.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're way low in elevation if you're yeah, because the skydiving I'd probably say is like 15,000 feet. Yeah.
Sure.
They just take you. I mean, you're parachuting, yeah, not that high. Because you're just jumping out and throwing your parachute up, right? Like
I'm
I'm
pretty.
not I'm not free falling.
I'm pretty sure the first few times you go, you have to. It pulls as you jump out.
Yeah. So well, that's for skydiving.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I've
Well,
heard
then
that
you're
like the
not
first couple.
diving.
Well, I'm just saying the first few times you go, like the
If
first
you
time you go,
well,
it
you
makes
go
you.
with an instructor and you dive,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've never looked into it to be honest. I've just
you
heard
get
something like
held like a
that.
baby. But I'm also big as fuck. I don't know if I'd want to. Yeah, I don't even. Nope.
The
Not
instructor's like,
skydiving for me.
sorry, Keelan, you got to be on top. I can't do this. I can't see past you.
Yeah, dude. They'd be like, all right, can you pull it? Just I'll tell you when to pull it, and then just pull it.
As hard as you
I'll be like,
can, but don't break it. But don't break it.
yeah. I mean, I'm not that badass to be honest. I mean, not in that sense. Like I'm no Navy fucking SEAL. It's like going to space and stuff. It's like, I mean, I'm sure people will be able to do it by the time we're old and dead, but like if I'm like 50 and they're like, hey, you want to go to the fucking stars? I'd be like, nah.
Nah. Eh,
Just gonna chill here.
eh,
Like you want to go to Mars and back? I'd be like,
eh,
no.
4 years, man.
Oh, but 30 years from now, man, what if that's like a ride? Like, what if that's like just something you do? It takes like 5 days to get to Mars.
Fuck, bro, you're going fast.
You're going fast,
You're
but like
going.
they figure some shit out, or
You're
not
jumping
just
to.
5. Well, Mars actually does not take that long. It only takes 3 months.
Really? I thought it was
I
like.
think it only takes 3 months. But what it is like you can't, based on the rotation of the planets in their orbit, you only have certain times you can launch.
Yeah, because you got to hit it at a point.
So maybe your stay has to be like a couple years. Who knows? But I'm saying that, yeah. So, but I mean, dude, I think in 30 years with where we're at now, where they're going to be like, they're going to restart moon missions.
Give Elon Musk 5 more SNLs. He's
Like,
got that
bro,
shit.
they're already like basically planning to mine the moon. They're already like that's gonna happen.
I mean, I'm sure they think way more in depth about it than I do, but don't we need the moon with the like we couldn't I don't know what chunking out parts of the moon would do to its gravitational pull.
Well, I mean, you're mining for stuff you want, so you're not. I mean, you're not taking anything off. It's kind of like what we do here is like we've never taken anything off the surface of the earth. We just moved it around. Up there, it's basically be the same thing, but you're bringing back like presumably 0.01% of that rock or something like that.
I just wonder if that fucking how transporting it would be. That'd probably be so
Oh, they can
fucking
make the
hard.
calculate. Well, but yeah, so hard. But I think we're about there. In 30 years. Oh yeah, I think I think we've got that covered in 30 years.
When
The
a cell phone is
question,
your best friend.
what?
By that time, when the cell phone is a best friend, like her or she, whatever that movie's called.
Her? I haven't seen that movie. I've always kind of wanted
Neither
to
have
watch
I,
it, but
but
it sounds too sappy.
right.
Because I like the concept and I like the plot of the movie, but it's just too, it seems too romantic-y, and I'm just like, eh.
Hello, Keelan. Are you awake yet?
Now what
Can't wait
about
for you to
female
hold me.
robots? What about robots? Would you fuck one?
No,
When it's possible, are you gonna fuck one?
no. Hopefully by the
You wouldn't
time it would be,
even
hopefully by the time it'd be possible, I have a girl. So
you wouldn't even want to fuck one. Just I mean, it's a robot. What do you mean a girl? It's a robot.
I feel like, dude, you.
Like it's just sex. Like you're not making. Are you making love to the robot, or are you just fucking it? I mean, you just kind of fuck it.
I mean, well,
It's a
fuck it.
robot.
Fuck it. Yeah.
I mean, first of all, there is a difference between just fucking it and making love. Like there's for
Yeah.
sure a difference.
Oh, of
Of course,
course.
when it comes to humans, it doesn't matter which one you do. It's fucked up. But with a robot, if you're just fucking it's a robot.
Okay.
How's that any different than fucking a pocket
Hey,
pussy?
hey, go ask some girl at Jack and Dan's what she thinks about that. All right. Just,
Well, they could probably get fucking pile driven by a dude, anyways. A dude
bro,
robot.
we should do that. We should come up with some real odd questions when we go down to LA. Just like one of the days, walk
Ask
around with your
people,
GoPro. Yeah. Just be like,
get
hey,
fucking decked.
can we ask you a very odd question? If I was your boyfriend, yes or no? They'd be like, well, if I was your boyfriend, what? I'd be like, oh, so that's a no. Okay. Well, if I was your boyfriend and I had sex with a robot, yes or no? Okay. Not okay.
They're gonna
Cute.
have no fucking idea what you're talking about. They're gonna look at you like, who the fuck is this kid?
Who is this kid, bro? He needs to fucking go back to
Dude,
Washington.
we should try to get Janae on one of these.
Bro, what? She know, she'd come on. Come on.
I know she's probably so busy though, for a special guest. She's like, how many viewers you got? We got like
Me,
two viewers.
me and
But
you.
we need to get it. I want to get a setup. I think I'm gonna get a setup so my shit actually be looking good.
I mean, bro, I was thinking about that too. It's like, cause hopefully if everything works out, I decided I'm probably not gonna move to Tacoma. It's just too expensive.
Dog, how much is it?
Bro, it'll cost me like a little over 1,100 just for rent.
Where were you
Sorry,
looking?
11,000 a year. Just over
Okay, what is that in a
11,000.
month?
945 a month.
That's just rent.
That's just rent, and that's
Jesus.
cheap. That's like the cheapest I found.
Oh, well, yeah. Obviously, you're not living in downtown Tacoma.
Yeah. No, I know.
Look somewhere else.
Bro, I want to
You can
live
find
downtown.
cheaper, dog.
Well, I'm hopefully gonna be able to find a spot in Sumner that this guy owns that I might be able to get for like 500 a month for a 2-bedroom all to myself.
I mean, yeah, you talked about that like what 2 years ago,
Bro. Every time I
what's
ask
your
him, he's like,
limit?
"Ask me in 2 weeks."
No, I know he obviously does not like really give a shit. So
One
you might have-
paycheck.
you might have to actually find somewhere else. But what's your limit?
I mean, if I could get everything
Well, I mean,
paid,
what do you look at? Like, what are you looking for? Like a 700 a month, 800 a month?
if I could move somewhere for 800 a month, I feel like that'd be pretty doable. Because I mean, depending on utilities and Wi-Fi, if I had to pay those, obviously I'd probably go 700 a month. But if I don't have to pay those, 800 a month wouldn't be bad. But this place was 945 with all utilities paid.
You might be able to find something like that, like in an apartment complex.
A 1-bedroom, bro. The cheapest I found was at least almost $1,000.
Yeah, you're looking in downtown.
No, dude, that was Sumner and Puyallup.
Oh yeah. Oh, I was talking about Tacoma.
Well, that too. Oh, in Tacoma. You think I could find something in Tacoma that's that cheap?
It wouldn't. I mean, again, not downtown. It wouldn't be downtown.
Well, I don't know why I'd live in Tacoma at that point. Fuck. Might
Well,
as
you
well
could
live
live
over
right
here.
on that freeway. I mean, I guess the whole point of living is getting your own independence, right?
I mean, yeah, that is it. Yeah. I
But
might
I
have to wait a
mean,
little bit.
If you're just doing downtown or bus, then yeah, you might have to wait a little bit.
I just like I wouldn't. There's no point if I move downtown at
It's
this
Western
point.
Washington, dog. Downtowns of any downtowns is gonna be it.
No,
It's all gonna be it, dude. You go to downtown Kent, you're gonna be paying over $1,000. You go to downtown Auburn, you'll probably be paying close to $1,000. Although it wouldn't be a bad idea to look in Auburn, get right next to the train station, take the train the other way. That's like a 2-minute ride to
oh, to Puyallup,
Sumner.
to Sumner.
Yes, to work. Is that where your work's at?
Yeah. Well, I was about to say, does the train go south too as often as it goes north from down there? Because I know I was thinking if I live
Well, it's
downtown
got to go
Sumner.
south before it can go north. I mean, the station's in Seattle, so they're going out and back. Like they're not staying down there, really. So yeah, I don't know how frequent,
Yeah.
but I mean, they got to go south.
Well, that was my thing. If I lived in Sumner, there's the train. I'd live right next to the train tracks, and I could just hop on that thing and go up to Seattle whenever I want.
Yeah, but you probably find cheaper rents in Auburn.
Than Sumner? Well, yeah, probably. Auburn's definitely a little more Auburny.
I mean, it is what it is.
Is there even a downtown Auburn though? Do they even have like?
They got a little thing going. They're trying. They're trying to do that gentrification shit of that downtown stuff. Build new stuff, new cute stuff. But I mean, it's just it's an idea, and I definitely. I mean, because you got to take it like that train station, take advantage of that fucking train. I mean, and like, even like buses, like you could probably find yourself an expressway bus that like really is the same amount of time. You just got to live near those points or something.
Oh, I'm not busing to work. That'd be so ass. Because my
Dude, bus is not that bad.
well, it's not the bus that's a bad part. It's just I leave at awkward times unless the bus is so like 30-40 minute consistent.
Well, train's not gonna work, I guess.
I know that just sounds like a hassle.
I guess you're limited in your working hours.
Wow. Not really. I guess I guess I'm usually pretty consistent. And obviously if I had a bus, my dad would be pretty good with me, but
I think you should use that. Dude, I like that train. That train was nice. A sounder.
mm-hmm.
It was nice. Just nice not having to drive, not be behind the wheel. Just like get on there, just kind of roll and
Just
flutter
chill.
your eyes like you're tired. Yeah, you just chill.
If I lived in Seattle, I could just take the train back down to Sumner.
Yeah. Again, it goes back and forth.
That sounds like a move. Because if I could live in Seattle and get down to Sumner with like, how long's the train? 40 minutes?
I don't even know why you're thinking about Seattle. With your budget, you'd never be able to live in Seattle. You need 5 roommates in a 3-bedroom apartment.
Bro, I can't even find one roommate. All the guys I know, bro.
I don't know why you're thinking about Seattle.
Dude, Seattle's so lit. Every time I've been up there these last few times, granted, I'm going up for a date, so I'm not like trying to hit on other girls, but there's so many girls walking around. So many. I literally be looking at like around for guys because I'm like looking in this bar and there's like 40 women in there. I'm like, Jesus, come on, boys, where you at? Like, get in here, bro. No, for real. I walked by a bar when I was on a date and I literally had to stop and like point it out to her. I'm like, does this bar look like it has all chicks in it, bro? It was like 70 people. 68 of them were chicks.
Dude, I gotta go.
Bro, it's called Flowers in Seattle, bro. Every table was straight chicks. And I'm not talking like ugly ones, like, sorority looking girls type stuff. I was just like, oh my God. I literally told this girl that I was on a date with, I was like, I need to get some guys and tell them to go in here because they're missing the fuck out. Like, I was like, do you want to stop in here and go to the bathroom for like 10 minutes?
Dude, Seattle low-key is the move.
Bro, it's, oh my God.
Where were you at?
U District kind of area. Bro, it was this fat strip.
Oh, you were in U District. Yeah. Okay,
I think.
yeah. You were by the university.
No, I wasn't that close to UW. I was
What do you mean? You're at the U District?
I was. I guess yeah, I was closer to UW than downtown, but I wasn't. I don't know.
I know where you're at. What was that area called? It's where like they have Johnny Rockets and shit in an Apple store.
I was
U Village. You're at U Village.
Kinda where
it's a little outdoor mall.
Yeah. Well, University Village, okay. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
pretty close to U Village. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. Yeah, there's college kids. That's why I see so many girls. I was like, bro, you might be right. Where were you at? Where were you at? I was like, were you in Belmont? Like, I was
Bro,
like,
it'd still be all girls though. Anytime I be going on Hinge or any dating app, it's
bro,
straight women in
that's,
Seattle.
I mean, of course, there's definitely more options. It's a big city, but
But I'm just saying,
I
like,
need to.
you're meeting like new girls who are moving over there. Like, let's be honest, when you're looking through all that stuff, you are not seeing a ton of new girls that are coming into Spokane. Like, oh yeah, I moved to Spokane from Denver,
Bro,
moved to Spokane
bro,
from
just,
LA.
I'm I need someone to pay me a lot of money. Dude, I might get if I've been thinking of just getting a fucking pencil pusher job at the city.
What, 50, 60?
Oh no. I mean, I'm not meaning like pencil pusher, actually like administrative work. I mean, like, just get a job at the city because you do fucking government work, so
Probably get a great fucking pension. Let's be honest, bro. You
that's
know
what I'm
those
saying.
cities be
Like,
giving great money.
but yeah, one of those do nothing jobs because you're at the government, you can't get fucking fired. You're just like, I'm just gonna do it next Friday. Bro, I just put my 40 in, stamp in every week my 40, and just get the fuck
Out.
out and just
Out.
but making bankroll too, because they pay those city, county, those jobs pay a shit ton of money. I mean, obviously, it's Seattle. That's what you got to do. But I mean,
Bro.
yeah, it's a government job, pay you a shit ton of money, get all the bennies. Just wait for that pension to roll in.
Bro, if you moved up to Seattle, I'd be there all the time. Bro, we just walk
Dude,
around. Bro,
I would pay a little money and I'd get a pad. I'd get a pad.
there's so many people. We could just walk, bro. There's just so many people up there. Every time I go out there, I'm just like shocked at how like fun it would be just to live in one of those areas.
Oh yeah.
So many places to walk around and see, so many different people, so much stuff.
I'd get a spot on the water with a view, out of doubt.
Oh, that'd be sexy,
bro, for sure. Like, without a doubt. I mean, as soon as I get this chopped up, I'm back on it. Like, I'm gonna be back on it. I mean, that might mean 2 jobs a month, but apply to that good shit. Get that good shit.
Oh, apply to 2 jobs a month?
Yeah.
Have you looked into that if you get another job in Seattle or somewhere else that you could move and kind of get out of your
Because
necessity?
they accept those life kind of change things. It's like, oh, you got to move. You have a better job elsewhere. All right, it's like, all right, that's fine.
I mean, fuck a better job. What do you got to prove? You got fired from the job you're at. It's like, sorry, guys, I just lost my job. I got to go. It's like you just got a new one.
Well, I'm not going to get fired.
I'm just saying, like, would they ask? Like, would they have to be a better job? Would they be like, oh, well, he's moving for a reason. No. He's making more money.
No, I think if it's their discretion, but yeah, it's those life-changing events is what I'm saying. Like that. Yeah. So yeah, they would allow you to move. Like, and yeah, if it's like your family member got sick and you had to go home and care for them. Like, mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fine. Those life-changing events that really kind of shake things up. So yeah, getting a job somewhere else, like, yeah, I can't turn that down. So, and then I'd rent out both sides, bro. Dude.
Paying your rent over there.
Dude, basically.
Yeah.
Basically paying my rent.
They're just like, how do you have such a nice spot? You still have so much money. It's like, I have a duplex.
Bro, one. My dad sent me this article yesterday from Fox Business, and it's highlighted Spokane. It showed an example of property in Spokane, what you could get for $850,000 in Spokane. Oh. So there, I mean, it was a nice spot.
For Spokane? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it was a nice spot, but it was for $850,000. Like, yeah, that's $850. You know what I mean? Like, but they're showing it across the nation. Like, Spokane's getting hella fucking. So this market's gonna go crazy. And then the rents, I'm gonna be able to charge more for rent and shit. Like, I might charge. The nice thing about me moving on this side, I saw how easy it was to rent that side. So next time, maybe rent it for $2,650.
I was about to say, yeah, just bump it up
Maybe
a
rent
little
it
bit.
for $2,700.
And it's like,
See what
there's no
happens.
problem. There's no problem with raising it because, let's say they have to
If people
bargain
are
a
gonna
little bit.
pay.
Yeah. Yeah. If people are going to pay it, fuck it. Like,
I mean, I got a nice backyard and like brand new everything. Yeah, man. People will pay it, then fuck it. So yeah, man.
bro, are we cranking that this Saturday then?
I mean, it'd definitely be wise to do it before dude gets here, the
Yeah.
renter at the
That's
end
what
of
me
the
and
month.
Scott said. He's like, is his renter gonna like that if he could throw us a party for after he moves in? And I'm like, bro, he ain't gonna be there, baby. Let's go.
Scott acts like I'm a fucking child. Like he always be acting like people are fucking child. It's like, no, Scott, he's not gonna be there. And if he would be there, I'd get his permission first. So
And it's like, no, Scott. Yes, I like to have fun, bro. I was talking to Lauren, and she said, not verbatim, not like of the every time, but she's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure half the time we hung out when we first started dating. I don't think we went to anywhere but our apartments.
he just doesn't like do anything.
He just, you
Like
have to have a proclivity to talk to random people. You have to go out and like actually go out. You can't just go out and talk to yourselves. Otherwise, it's like, why
go
are you
get
going out?
dinner. Go
Well,
get
yeah,
dinner.
yeah, I guess. But
They shouldn't even go get dinner.
Probably. I don't know, bro. Scott.
They didn't even go get dinner.
I don't know, man. Half their dates probably just lifting together, or going on like a 4 mile run, and Scott's catching up because he's dying.
If that's what they like, if
Bro.
she's down with just going on runs for dates and because that's her lifestyle, she doesn't even bother with that shit, then
Bro, she runs a lot. She
yeah.
runs a lot. And they're
Running
like church
sucks.
buddies now. She's Catholic, so she's like getting him to go to mass and stuff. And like,
Nice.
bro, they're getting really into that. It's funny. I don't. They're fucking perfect together. They're so fucking perfect. And I was about to say something, but I don't know if Lauren watches this, if she'll ever
Oh.
watch this. So I'll wait till after it
Oh
happens.
my gosh. After she be banging him.
Yeah,
After she be banging him.
bro. Quote me. Quote me. Scott will have a kid in this world within
A year,
no,
9 months, 6 months.
I'd say max 2 years, minimum year and a half, probably. Like a child born ready in the world. It's a year and a half.
Why she say she's gonna try to fuck him?
Well, bro, I guarantee the second if they like tie
Dude,
the knot.
that's what I was saying, dude. Remember I was saying like he's gonna have sex 2 times in his life. One's gonna be right after he gets married, and that's gonna get her pregnant. And then the second's gonna be when she gets pregnant with the second child. And then after that second child, she don't want to have no kids no more, and then they never have sex again.
Bro, she wants 5. She wants 5 kids.
Really?
Yeah. She's 26.
You got to start now.
She got bro, it's happening. It's soon. Soon.
He's gonna propose to her.
I mean, I wasn't trying to say that out loud because just in case she decides to watch it in the next few weeks, but
Did you tell her about it?
no, what the fuck? That'd be so
That's
rude, bro.
No, about this podcast.
Oh, the pod? Yeah, I did. I did.
Oh, well then yeah, there's the problem.
Bro,
He
I doubt she'll watch it, bro. I doubt she'll
Probably not. She probably w't. This far in, she's gonna listen to the first 20 minutes. Be like, this shit's
be like,
dumb.
this shit's lame,
Hang
bro.
up.
What are these kids talking about?
Bro.
Bro, we need to find a niche. We got to find a niche.
Dude, I think what we got to do is we got to record our time with a GoPro, and it's better. Hopefully it's good and we get some good content out of it. And then that we could start doing that. Although you can never take vacations. So that's
I mean, bro, I can take weekends.
Weekends don't get you very far.
Well, I didn't say I could take, bro. Yeah, for the next few years, yeah, it might be tough for me to take some vacays, but like low key, I'm down to keep doing this. I got, nothing else super pertinent going on. Shoot,
dude, that's why it's like wild to live in like one of those. What's one of those cities over there? It's like Indianapolis or like Louisville, because you're basically within a few hours of another major city. You're just close to everything. Like just all in a circle. You could go up to Cleveland, over there to Louisville, fucking over there, and
Columbus.
There's cities all over the fucking place. Dude, it'd be
Detroit,
dope to because then a weekend you could go to another city, come back in a weekend.
easy.
Can't do that shit out here.
I mean, bro, if we lived in like Philadelphia, you can go to like New York, Newark,
Yeah. Boston.
Boston, easy. Yeah.
You could even do DC. I
DC.
think the subway goes to DC or something.
Mm-hmm. I
But
mean, even Chicago's like an hour, hour and a half away from
yeah.
Milwaukee.
Yeah. And then I think but yeah, I don't know. That's kind of shitty.
Yeah, I would not want to live over there, bro. The winters, oh my God. 3, 4
Dude,
months of
how
the year is like
miserable.
you can't go outside.
How miserable.
Like we think it's bad over here, bro.
Yeah, no, their winters suck ass. And that's why I'm never going like I'm not even gonna cross the fucking Mason Dixie line or whatever the line is. Like I guess the Rockies. Probably the Rockies, maybe the Texas. If I were to cross the Rockies to live somewhere, maybe it'd be in Texas. Other than that, I can cross the Rockies.
Mason-Dixon line.
I feel like that one goes east-west rather than north-south.
It's the Mason also called the Mason is a
Is that like the line between
four
Kentucky
U.
and fucking
It's a separating line of 4 U.S. states forming part of the border of Pennsylvania, Maryland, Delaware, and West Virginia. So it's only like on the East Coast.
Yeah. Is that like the fucking dividing line between this Confederate bullshit?
No.
Union shit.
Was
Civil
Maryland
War.
and Virginia, were they in the South? I don't
Feel
think
like they're in the
Virginia and
north.
West Virginia were South. I think they were northern states. Oh, yeah, okay. The largest east-west portion of the Mason-Dixon line along the southern Pennsylvania border later became known informally as the boundary between the North Free States and South Slave States. That usually okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah, probably. I didn't know Virginia was fucking a slave state back then. I knew they had slaves, obviously, but I didn't know they were a South fighting state. Yeah, that checks out. Yeah, history. Yeah, great stuff. Fuck.
Yeah, you were supposed to be the history major too. What's up?
I don't know everything.
You're supposed to though.
Well,
That's why
I
you
haven't thought about that stuff in over a year and a half. Let's be honest.
yeah,
I'm
man,
think
I don't blame you.
I'm thinking about law shit now. That's about all I care about. Fucking, I don't give a shit about anything else.
Yeah.
I actually
shit.
found myself. I was hanging out with somebody and they told me something that was like would have been like a tort action, which means like a battery assault, something physical. He was just talking about how somebody got out of a car and like knocked someone out, and he was just talking about the situation, and I was like, yeah, and I kind of like, it was probably one of the first
already
times.
given legal advice out.
No, I didn't give advice. I just told him what I thought. I was just like, if I looked at that in my own view, I would think this, but I don't have the backing for any of that yet. But I mean, I thought about it.
You
I
gave
didn't
him
like
disclaimer.
No, I did. Well, yeah, of course I gave him a disclaimer. What the hell?
Over here giving advice, like, but at the same time, this is just personal opinion.
I mean, a little bit of backed opinion. It all depends about self-defense. It's fine. It was just kind of interesting. One of the first times I actually felt like I knew something that was moderately helpful.
Oh, so is this the dude who fucking grabbed someone and beat the shit out of him?
He didn't like beat the shit out of him, but he like knocked him out apparently in one punch.
Oh, really? You're kicking it with this dude?
No, it was his dad.
Giving him law advice. Oh, his dad was asking you this.
No, his dad was the one who beat the guy. He was telling me about his dad, and I was just like, oh shoot.
Funny.
Yeah, it was interesting. I don't know. Felt useful for once. People be calling me on the phone all the time, be like, can you help me? I'm like, probably not, but let's give it a go.
Can you just email Denise, please?
No, for real. Bro, I'm not up to date on like half their cases. Like I know a few of them that come in and I take their money, but at the end of the day, I don't know what their case is doing. Like Denise doesn't either. She pretty much, like the signings of stuff. Like, okay, this needs to be in by this time. We need to sign this for that. And they're like asking us all these questions. We're like, sorry, you got to wait for Klaus. And they're like, oh, I don't know if I can talk to him. I'm like, well, that fucking sucks, bro. Costs money.
Indeed. dad really just be handling it all.
I mean, yeah, bro, that's exactly what we can't do a whole lot. Like we're not allowed to.
No,
We
I
don't.
know, but yeah, he's basically handling it all.
Yeah, and he's raising his rates too. I'm pretty pumped for him.
Hopefully your monthly allowance goes up.
Bro, we'll see. It's probably gonna be I think he'll give me a raise at a year, which is like coming up in July. And then the fun thing about when we go to LA or San Diego, that'll be the year mark. The August 31st will be my last test finishing off because I started in September.
Right.
So it'll be celebrating a year. So I'm about to go crazy.
Hopefully you get a raise, huh?
I mean, we talked about maybe like $1, but I'm really pushing for
Damn,
him to
that's a
let me
pretty
get
good
paid.
raise.
Well, I'm trying to get paid 40 hours a week.
Yeah.
If I got paid 40 hours a week, I'd be chilling. That's all I'm saying. Like,
Yeah. I mean, once you finish your class and start working, well,
well,
that's
yeah,
not gonna be, I guess, for
I won't be able to do law work for a while. I might be able to do research, which I mean, if I can do actually like helpful research, that's worth
dude,
plenty.
this that's what I mean. Law firms be hiring Gonzaga kids and like, you know, having them do work for them.
I mean, that's why you hire law students because they need the experience.
Yeah.
You need the research done. They can do at least a semblance of research. Like they can at least
And
find what RCW you need.
when can you do that?
Oh, I could do that right now. I can do legal research right now. I couldn't tell you I'll do the greatest legal research, but I'm still learning how to like use all the formats. But I could probably research something and give you at least a semblance of an answer.
Gotcha. I see now.
All
The
you've
only
probably looked
usefulness.
you've probably had to look through RCWs, I'm sure, for work.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Not a
mostly
ton,
RCWs.
but
Those are the statutes
what
of
you
the state of
want, right?
Washington. So if you know what RCW you have to go through, you just decipher the text of the
Yeah.
RCW, and that's
Read the
that's
words that say that they're there.
yeah. Well, but then when you find the correct RCW, or you look up similar cases that have like the main issues of your case, you look up other cases and see what RCWs they cited. That's another way to look for it. But yeah, that's about all you do. It's pretty much just finding the right RCW, the right case, and then that gives you precedent for your information.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Hmm.
fun stuff.
I'd say so.
Honestly, not
Well,
bad. It's honestly not bad. We've started doing a lot more casework. So I was reading the case the other day. I just thought it was kind of funny. So a guy is pitching, and he's a pitcher for the Red Sox, and they're at Oriole Stadium, and
this is like
in
a little made up story.
no, it's a real case.
Oh,
So they're at Orioles Stadium. This is like I think it was 86. So the Orioles were quite a bit better than the Red Sox at this point because the Red Sox had like their 80-year drought of just kind of mediocrity. And so the story was this guy is heckling a pitcher for the Red Sox. And you know how they have like, you can like kind of see the bullpen and you can like talk to them while they're pitching. Well, this
yeah.
is in the 80s. So I'm assuming, probably shit was shittier. So, like the nets covering between the people and the pitchers. So this guy's heckling him, right? He's pitching. Part of the question is like, all right, well, he's in the scope of his employment because he's pitching. He's doing what he should be doing.
Did you
But
throw the ball at him?
yeah, he threw the ball 90 degrees away from the plate. That was like the big issue. He's like, all right, well, he threw it pretty far away from the plate. He's a professional pitcher, clocked it at
Obviously.
80 miles per hour,
Yeah,
went
he was trying
through
to
the
nail the
net,
guy.
hit the guy in the face. I don't know if he like lost an eye or he just had to get like massive stitches, but he got fucked up. And they were deciding if the baseball club was liable for the pitcher, his actions, and that was like part of that was like kind of the dispositive issue. It's deemed if he's an agent of the principal or not. I'm an agency and partnership. It's just understanding liability between like you are an agent of your company to an extent because you make decisions. Let's say you're out in the field and you make a decision that your company gives you the right to make that decision. Is your company binded to the decision you make based on your stature as an agent? So
I mean, in that case, though, I feel like it should be
Yeah, it's depending. Well, because if he acted outside of the scope of his employment, that's a huge thing. Because
That's
like, you know,
definitely acting outside the scope of your
yeah,
employment. Your
exactly.
scope of your employment doesn't include hitting pedestrians
But
in the
think about it
face.
this way: you know the baseball team is paying the pitcher. They're paying him to get heckled. Essentially, they're paying him to be like, you know, the best he can be. You know, he's in his uniform. He's at the game. How is he? You know, he may not be doing exactly what his job is, but he's still in the entire scenario of where he would be working. That's just kind of the other point of view. I'm trying to learn how to be able to argue both sides because, you know, obviously you're not always the lawyer on the winning side or the easy side. So you
Yeah,
kind of
but
got to be able to,
he works for him though, and that's what they're there for. Like this
yeah.
team's putting on this presentation and providing a service, and that's not part of the service.
Yeah. I mean, but he used a baseball. He used part of his tools. That's how you would argue it. At least you would have to go that route. It's like, well, you
Man,
know, the
people
guy
really be
heckled
thinking
him,
about this shit.
bro. You gotta. It's, bro. You're
That's
making
weak.
so much fucking money. If you so
Uh
the
huh.
dude,
I
the
know.
average retainer for if you're going into any sort of litigation, the average retainer is like 5 grand. Average.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Just to
This
go to litigation.
this dude, this lawyer out here was
15,000 or 1,500.
15 grand.
15. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Well, bro, wait, what? Because that was a retainer for your whole case.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's a whole different. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's but it was like if it went into litigation, that's how much he said I would have to do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, your case probably had a lot more factors to it. You probably had to would have. Yeah. You probably would have had to have some depositions and yeah, yeah, yeah. It costs a lot of money to get the courts involved.
Yeah, I feel like it wouldn't have gone that. I don't know. Fuck it. Well, put in a solid hour.
Yeah. I'd say we're over an hour at this point.
Clock
Um.
that shit.
So are we turning it up next weekend then?
Well, hit the recording and maybe we'll see.
You want me to stop recording? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.